Inspector Kiersey of the Paris police would really love to see this. Me behind bars. And in the Bastille, too. But this Bastille is a nightclub. A blood-stained tricolor. Plastic blood, but nevertheless, the standard of France. Pardon.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir to you, too. I like the standards of France.
Très joli, n'est-ce pas?
Très.
My fiancée.
Congratulations.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the proprietor. I will arrange a formal introduction with my fiancée for you.
Really won't be necessary, thank you.
She would never have passed you by had she known you were the formidable Simon Templar.
Hey, you're Templar, aren't you?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I thought I recognized you. I'm Quell, Ryan Quell.
Mr. Quell, I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Oh, yes, we met in Rome with my brother Ernest Quell.
Well, Professor Ernest Quell?
Yes, that's right. I'm the black sheep of the family.
Well, I'm the black sheep of the Templars. That makes two of us.
Good old boy. Have a drink.
Thank you.
Glass. This is Simon Templar. This is Olga.
Geraldine.
How do you do, Olga Geraldine? And how is your brother?
No idea, boy. I don't live in England.
Oh?
No, I'm a remittance man. My family pay me a large sum of money to keep out of the country. I spend check arrives every month, old boy. Pays for the booze.
Sounds like a fascinating life. How about you? Are you a Parisian?
Yes.
Olga works in the club, old boy. She's a hostess.
Well, to our charming hostess.
We will be here all night.
What's the trouble?
Olga cannot get him away. The friend is with him now.
Some friend. That's Simon Templar.
The saint? What's he doing here?
Well, you mustn't let me disturb you anymore.
Oh, no, wait. Please don't go, boy. I want to talk to you.
Something wrong?
I'm being followed.
By whom?
Those fellows at the bar.
Oh, Monsieur Quell, I'm sure you imagine things.
Why?
I have no idea, old boy.
Money?
Haven't got any.
How long has it been going on?
Oh, a couple of days. All the time. One or other of them there. Every minute I pop outside my hotel. I don't mind telling you, it's temperate. Well, it gets on my nerves. Olga here wanted me to go up to her place, you know, for a drink, old boy. I'm too nervous to leave.
Or is that why you buttonholed me?
Rather.
All right, then I'll see you safely home. What about you, mademoiselle?
No, I can't leave yet. But don't worry. No one will molest me.
I think you underrate yourself. You ready to go?
Yes. Pity to waste the bottle, old boy.
What's the delay?
Olga cannot get him to leave.
Why?
I think he's suspicious.
And he's got Simon Templar with him.
That complicates things.
Oh, we'll have to give it up. It's finished.
Never. But how do we go about it?
The only way to get at the professor is through his brother. Those are orders. Surely the two of you can handle the saint.
Well,
I'll wait for Quell in the car.
By the way, where are you staying?
Hotel Miramar, old boy.
Shall we go?
Yes, rather. I I think we should get a taxi.
My car's over there.
Excuse me, monsieur, you have a light?
Yes, thank you.
Well, perhaps your friend here.
My friend asked for a light.
Go on, run for it. Grab a cab.
Get Quell!
Taxi! Taxi! Hotel Miramar. Come on. Quick! Quick!
Oh, Miss Dawson, did you have a gay and exciting time in Paris?
Oh, très gay. I went to the cinema alone.
Oh, that is a great pity.
Oh, they heard.
Oh,
And the film was all in French, too. Natural, I suppose, being in Paris. But I didn't understand a thing, not a thing.
that is a pity.
Well, could I have my key, please?
Ah, oui. Certainly. Oh, Miss Dawson, I do not quite understand this trip of yours. How do you say it?
Oh, I won it, a bingo prize.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo. Bingo! Oui. Bingo.
Yes, a gay, glamorous, exciting weekend in Paris. It said.
And you are lonely?
Oh, I've done the touristy things, you know, the Eiffel Tower, 300 miles from the Louvre, but gay and exciting.
Paris is best seen with a companion.
Yes, that wasn't part of the prize. Good night.
Your key, Miss Dawson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Monsieur Kell. Oh, Monsieur Kell.
What's that?
Your bill.
You're impertinent.
And you are Monsieur 3 weeks in arrears.
How dare you?
The management asked me to remind you of this little matter.
Tell the management I shall be leaving first thing in the morning.
There is no offense meant, monsieur. It is simply a matter of business.
I've had enough of Paris, and more than enough of this revolting hotel. I shall be leaving in the morning.
After you have settled your account, I hope.
I am 3.
I'm 4.
That's here.
I'll be glad to explain. Well, open it. After you.
Who are you? What do you want?
Sit down. We want your brother, Mr. Quell.
My brother.
Yes.
You mean Binky?
Binky.
Why?
We want him physically, you understand, in Paris. He's recently made a revolutionary discovery in metallurgy, and we intend to have it. Now, I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to pick up that phone and call him in London.
What am I going to say?
That you're desperately ill and that you need him.
He simply won't come, old boy.
Oh, yes, he will, if you do it properly. Tell him that you're literally at death's door, which is absolutely true.
You're some kind of secret agent, aren't you?
Pick up the phone.
I don't think he's discovered something that the Reds want.
The phone, Mr. Quell.
No, I won't.
As you wish. But if you won't telephone, I will shoot you, and then I will call your brother myself. I will explain that I'm a close friend and that you very suddenly have been called to your maker. I should think Binky will come to Paris for his only brother's funeral.
I'm a wastrel. I'm a drunk. But I'm not a traitor.
You're very foolish.
Treason is
You
some...
talk rubbish. Whichever way this goes, your brother will come to Paris anyway. Must it be for your funeral?
All right, I'll call.
I thought you would.
Good evening.
Good evening, monsieur.
You have Mr. Quell registered here?
Yes, he's just come in this very moment.
What's his room number?
Just a minute, I will see if he's available. Room 32, please. Who shall I say is calling?
Don't bother.
Police? I wish to report a murder. Room 32, Hotel Miramar.
Happened.
They want... they want Binky.
Who does? The men who were following you? They did this?
No.
Who did?
Don't know. My brother has...
Don't try to talk. I'll get you a doctor. Please don't scream. Your virtue is quite safe, I think.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
Good.
Are you hiding?
Yes.
Who from?
The police.
Why? I think I'd better...
Don't do that. Live dangerously.
All right.
He came into the hotel about half an hour ago. He was about 6 foot tall, that big. I asked him if I can telephone upstairs. He said no. He said nothing. He just came upstairs.
And this man, he asks for Monsieur Quell by name?
Yes.
And ascends in the lift?
Yes.
And you are quite sure he did not again come down?
Positive.
Hello? He is still in the hotel?
Yes.
Then we will search every room.
But monsieur, the guests.
Monsieur, a murder has been committed.
Yes, but surely we
We
can
will
find...
start on this floor.
I heard that.
About the murder?
Yeah.
You think I did it?
Did you?
Word of honor, innocent. It's too small. It's the first place I'd look.
You want me to hide you, don't you?
It would be charming if you would.
What'll you do for me in return?
Well, I'll give you a home, children, a place in the community, lifelong friends.
Oh, I'll settle for a lot less than that.
Name it, it's yours.
Well, I came to Paris for what was supposed to be a gay and exciting weekend. Up to now.
It's been dull.
Oh, ghastly.
From now on, things are going to pick up, I promise you.
Excusez, monsieur, merci. That is Miss Dawson, a very quiet young lady from London.
Yes?
Excuse me, mademoiselle, but this...
We are looking for a dangerous criminal. There has been a murder committed.
A murder? Oh.
There, look what you have done to this innocent young girl.
Ah, Templar. Why, Inspector Kersey, Sergeant O'Doke. What a delightful surprise.
For you, perhaps, not for me. You are going somewhere?
Yes, you're stopping the doors. Thank you.
One moment, if you please.
Fine mess you made of it. 2 against 1, yet you get trounced like 10-year-old schoolboys.
This Templar is no ordinary man.
He fought like a maniac.
Ah, you make me sick, both of you. Olga, get another bottle.
Oh, pauvre petit.
How did you get along with Quell?
I shot him. And what's more, I fixed it so the Templar will take the blame. So stop looking so nervous. You're sitting there getting well paid for nothing. Je veux parler à Londres. Regent 3129.
Regent 3129?
Professor Quell,
Yes, this is Professor Quell speaking.
I'm afraid I've some bad news about your brother.
Brian?
I'm one of his closest friends, and I'm very sorry to have to tell you that he died just over an hour ago.
Had he been ill for long?
Not long.
I see.
Can you come over?
Yes, of course I will come.
Could I suggest the 9 a.m. flight? And I will meet you at Orly.
Yes.
Splendid. My name is Jones. Yes, Professor, yes. I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
As easy as that.
Yes, the pickup will be tomorrow night at the chateau.
Better ring your Oriental pal.
Yes, I had. Arsong, we've done it. Quell is dead. Of course I'm sure I did it myself. We can deliver the professor tomorrow, if you have £50,000.
Really, Marston, it's absolutely ridiculous now to think I can't make a private and personal visit to Paris without all this security nonsense.
You're a very important man, sir.
That's rubbish.
You underestimate yourself, sir, if I may say so. My chief told me just the other day that you're the most important metallurgist in England. In fact, in the world.
Exactly what do the security arrangements involve?
I shall put you on the plane personally. You'll be met at Orly by a man from the Distant Bureau of the name of LaRue.
And what does he do? Tag around after me, I suppose.
I'm afraid so, sir.
I'm already being met at Orly by some friend of Brian's.
Incidentally, sir, I'm sorry about your brother.
Thank you. I haven't seen him for years.
Sit down, Inspector. You look tired.
I am.
Now, cheer up. You'll soon be having a long rest.
What do you mean?
I mean, that when the General hears of your blundering, you'll be sent off on a long trip somewhere. I guess Siberia.
You are being released.
Oh, when?
Now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wake up.
Oh. What time is it?
It's 7 in the morning. Thanks to this second-hand edition Maigret here, we've spent the entire night locked up in this fusty museum.
I'm sorry that you have been inconvenienced. You must, in all fairness, however, admit that you hid Templar in your room and pretended to faint so that he could escape.
Oh, please don't apologize, Inspector. I enjoyed every single second of it.
You what?
I adored it. Well, I came to Paris for thrills and excitement. And until you arrested me, it was just too dull for words.
What's French for nut?
Was it? Well, as of now, mademoiselle, you are excused.
Thank you, Inspector.
As for you, you do nothing, understand? You mind your business and stay out of affairs which do not concern you.
Au revoir, Inspector.
Leduc!
Yes, Inspector.
You are to follow Mr. Templar for 24 hours out of every day. Understand? You will follow him, if necessary, to the moon and back. And if you lose him, you will be sent on a long trip somewhere. As I guess, Siberia.
Now what?
Now I take you back to your hotel.
Why?
Because you're tired.
But I'm not.
You've been up all night.
I feel marvelous. Oh, Simon, please don't abandon me now. Please let me come with you.
All right.
Thank you. I promise I won't get in your way or spoil anything. What's the next move?
Lying on the gull Brian Quell was with last night.
Where do we find it?
The Bastille nightclub. Jacques, the two men who followed me out last night, do you know them?
No, I'm sorry, I've not seen them before.
Well, there was a fellow sitting at the bar. He left a few minutes earlier. Did you notice him?
Ah, yes, but not an Englishman. He was, how you say, de Gaulle, Welshman.
You know his name?
No, he was only here once before with Olga.
Olga. And just where is Olga when she's at home?
17 Rue de Mazon.
Couldn't I please come with you? I've never met a French... You know.
And pure and unsullied you shall remain. Olga, wake up.
Oh, go away.
I've come about Brian Quell. Morning.
Monsieur Templar. What do you want?
Information.
I haven't any.
Oh, yes, you have, my pet. You're absolutely bursting with it. Brian Quell is dead.
Yes. Yes, I know.
How?
Well, I...
How do you know? Morning papers aren't out yet. Hasn't been announced on the radio. How do you know Brian Quell is dead?
Oh, I telephoned to his hotel. They told me.
What hotel?
I don't remember.
Oh, you're very beautiful, but you're a lousy liar.
I swear to you, monsieur, I'm not.
Look, Olga, all I have to do is wrap you in a coat, bounce you over my shoulder, and haul you down to see Inspector Kersey.
Oh, monsieur, you would not do that.
Why not? He'd be delighted to lock you up in a cell. You're involved in murder. I don't have to remind you that here in France, you are guilty until you prove your innocence. So why not make things easier for yourself? Tell me the truth. Now.
It was agreed between us that I would do nothing except to bring Monsieur Quell here to my room.
Then they would make him telephone to his brother in London.
Who killed him?
The Welsh one, Jones.
Get his brother here?
Yes.
Why?
The brother had invented something of great value, something to do with a metal. Oh, I don't know.
When does Professor Quell arrive in Paris?
This morning. Early, 9 o'clock. Monsieur, I swear I had no idea they would do something so terrible.
Well, if I were you, I'd take a fast powder.
But you don't think I am in danger?
Yes, I do. If I were you, I'd go to Cannes or Nice. Paris is not very healthy at the moment.
Air France announced the arrival of their flight 119 from London.
Won't be long now.
No.
Jones, look by the kiosk.
What?
That is La Rue, the deuxième bureau.
You sure?
Yes, I am certain.
Then I'll have to get rid of him. This is the deuxième bureau. Would you be kind enough to page Monsieur Larue and instruct him to telephone his office at once? Thank you.
Attention, Monsieur Larue. Will you report to the reception desk, please? Monsieur Larue, will you please report to the nearest Air France reception desk? Monsieur Larue, please.
I am Monsieur Larue.
Ah, one moment, sir. There is a message for Monsieur Larue. Merci. Will you telephone your office, please, monsieur? It is urgent. The telephone is over there.
Merci.
Make it.
Maybe the plane will be a few minutes late.
Let's hope so.
Air France annonce le départ du vol numéro 107 pour Londres. Les passagers sont priés de se
Excuse
rendre-
me, you are Professor Quell?
Oh, yes, that's right.
I am La Rue, deuxième bureau.
Oh, all right you are.
Professor Quell?
Yes?
I'm Jones, Brian's friend.
How do you do, Mr. Jones? This is Monsieur Larue, deuxième bureau.
Police?
It's absolutely ridiculous, but it seems I'm considered something of a security problem. Perhaps Brian told you I'm a scientist.
Ah, yes, of course.
Now you understand. I am here to arrange for my brother's funeral.
And you have my sympathy, monsieur. It is quite all right for you to ride with Monsieur Jones.
Oh, thanks.
My car's outside.
Right there.
Yes, Monsieur Larue.
May I speak with you for a moment?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, Professor. What is it?
It's Templar. He's just arrived.
How did he get onto us?
I don't know. Unless...
Olga?
I can hardly believe she would talk. She knew very little.
Except what you told her.
She wouldn't.
Find out.
am sorry, sir. Flight 509 landed 10 minutes ago. The passengers have all disembarked.
Thank you.
Now what?
Now we go back to Olga's place.
Flight 417 for Munich. Will passenger proceed to the first hall for customs?
Sergeant, am I driving too fast for you?
No, Monsieur Templar.
Oh, we're leaving now. We're going to stop someplace for breakfast. We'll give you plenty of warning.
You are too kind.
Come on.
No, police! Let me... Police!
Now tell me about my brother, Mr. Jones. Was he ill for long?
He wasn't ill at all.
But I thought you said...
Your brother was shot, Professor.
He was what?
He was shot.
But I don't understand.
It's very simple. I pointed this at him and pulled the trigger. You see, Professor, we had to get you to come to Paris because we're trading you and what goes on in that clever head of yours for £50,000. It's a lot of money, Professor.
Who is it?
Alain, open the door.
Ah, you're back early, chérie.
Yes.
Did you get him?
Yes.
And?
Jones is taking him to the chateau.
Then everything went as planned.
Not quite. Templar, he was at the airport.
But how?
I too wonder about that. He was told. So I say to myself, who could have told him? It could not have been Peter or Jones. It was certainly not myself. Then who? It is a mystery, is it not? So I say to myself, who else knew? And the answer comes to me in a flash. My little Olga knew. And suddenly my little Olga is rich. Very rich indeed. 3,000 francs.
Alain, listen to me.
No, ma petite, let me guess. A rich uncle, perhaps. But no, impossible. Olga has no rich uncle. Her mama? Her papa? But no, Olga is an orphan. Then who? Who could have given her 3,000 francs, huh? The explanation is simple. She talked.
No, Alain.
For 3,000 francs, she opened her mouth to Simon Templar, and she talked.
No, I swear to you, I didn't do it. No, Alain.
That'll be about 5 minutes.
Okay.
she doing here?
It could not be helped. Put her with the professor.
Right. Come on. Come on. In there. Come on, move. Allez. You told her to leave Paris. Why?
I thought she was in great danger. So it happens I was right.
Why are you standing at the door like that?
Where would you like me to stand?
Away from it.
I see. Well? Aye. Merci. Monsieur Templar's car has been found abandoned on the Route Nationale near Epernay.
In that case, I'll go and collect it.
You will not.
Inspector Kelsey, don't be a complete idiot. You know I'm not a murderer.
I do not suggest that you kill these people.
Thank you.
But I do suggest that you are directly responsible for their deaths.
Now, there's a fascinating piece of Gallic logic.
You are seen with Brian Quell. Alors, a little later, he is shot.
You go to Orly to meet this professor.
A trusted operator from the 2e Bureau is shot in a telephone kiosk.
You give this girl 3,000 francs, and she's strangled.
Much too coincidental.
Yes, indeed. And simply as a measure of public security, I must take you into custody before half of Paris is assassinated.
You're probably right, Inspector. However, I feel that if I were free, Inspector, Sergeant, look at this. Here.
What? What?
I found something.
What?
Here, under the bed. Further under.
Where? I can't see it. Can you see anything, Inspector?
Qu'est-ce qu'il te raconte? Parle pas un peu. Il est tout celui-là. Inspecteur! Templar! Oh, salaud!
Sorry, Kelsey, it's just a measure of public safety.
Fool, idiot, imbecile. I will be the laughingstock of Paris.
But, Monsieur Inspector, how was I to know?
To escape in a police car right under my nose. I want every highway patrolman notified in the district. We know he's headed for Epernay.
One moment. I think I have it. Zut.
We will get a car at once and follow him. And when I find him, I will take a whip and I will flay him to shreds.
Voilà.
About time. Now get to a telephone and order us a car.
Yes, Monsieur l'Inspecteur, I'll cry.
Oh, le salaud!
Bonjour, monsieur. I wonder if you could help me. I understand the chateau's near here.
Oh, yes. It's the Chateau de Belleville on the main road, 3 kilometers south of town. You cannot miss it.
Thank you.
Too bad about Miss Dawson, isn't it, Alain?
Too bad.
How does she compare with French girls?
Oh, too cold. She has no, how you say, zip.
What are you going to do with me?
I'm not going to do anything with you. You're going to be picked up here by helicopter and taken to a submarine which is standing by in the North Sea.
And what about Miss Dawson?
Yes, what are you going to do with me?
I'm not even going to lay a finger on you. Much and all as I'd like to. You're merely going to be left here indefinitely.
Listen.
Ah, our friends have arrived. And right on time, too.
Peter?
Right.
Here. I heard.
back in 10 minutes.
Or less.
I'll take care of everything.
Peter?
Break this away with. Over there.
How did you find this?
It's a long story. How far away did that helicopter land? Just a few hundred yards. I'll be back any second. This rock's like steel. You got a Olga. That's 3 killings I'll have to answer for. Well, let's hope it remains at 3.
Is it loosening at all?
Can't get any leverage.
We have to dispose of
What's wrong?
We left a man on guard.
Look.
Peter?
Where is he?
I don't know.
Now look, if there'd been a slip-up, I've brought 50,000 pounds in English.
We know that. Be quiet.
Release him. Right upstairs, Professor. And don't try anything. Jones.
There it is. Regardez. Là-bas.
Dupré, par là.
This time, Templar, you've gone too far.
Really, Inspector?
You steal my car, you make me the laughingstock of Paris, and now we'll see you're a guest of the government for 20 years.
Inspector, I am handing you the case on a plate.
You will be in jail for so long, you will...
You are? Allow me to introduce you to our present company. This Oriental gentleman here will be of great interest to the Deuxième Bureau. And these two are gauche et droite. are responsible for the murders of LaRue, Olga Geraldi, and Brian Quell. And this is Brian Quell's brother, Professor Quell.
How do you do, Inspector?
And you, Inspector, have done it all on your own. And you will get, of course, all the credit.
I will?
Yes. And apart from that, you're responsible for Miss Dawson here having a most exciting first visit to Paris.
Oh, it's been heavenly. Oh, but Simon, there's just one thing missing.
Oh. What's that?
This.